Okay. Alright, so I'm going to teach you a lot of the basic things about the flute, okay? Actually, first let's go ahead and activate this closed, okay? So, you always want to make sure when you have the flute and you're going to open the case up, that either it's on the floor in front of you or since you have a table, it's okay today. And you have the logo on the top, so that way when you open it up, it doesn't fall everywhere. So you can go ahead and open it up now. There you go. Okay, so we're going to do a few things step by step. So first we're going to just take this part. So if you can gently take that out of the case, that's called the head joint. Okay? Alright, so first I'm going to teach you just how to get air and a sound out of this. Alright? So you're already holding it right. You want to always make sure this is on the right side, okay? And this is where your lips are going to go, okay? So the technique that I'm going to show you to do, and you'll just model after me, is you'll take it and you stick this hole right here against your lips. This. And then roll it down. When it's rolled down, you should be able to feel this part at the very bottom, like at the bottom of your lips. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you try that. Just stick it up to your lips. Now roll it down. Good. Okay. Now to make a sound, I just want you to go poo. All right. And when you do it, just keep blowing air through it. Poo, and just keep going and getting air through it.
I say poo?
Yeah, you say poo, because it'll make the right shape with your lips.
Okay.
And keep blowing air. Okay, now take a nice deep breath and sit up straight.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah, good job. Alright. Alright, so now let's try and make 4 notes out of that. Alright, so I'm going to have to teach you how to articulate. Okay, just make 4 separate notes. Alright. While you get the air completely going, like you were doing before, you're going to want to try and make sure it can go for a few seconds, like this. Okay? The way you're going to make 4 distinct notes now is to articulate with your tongue. Okay? So what you're going to do is go ahead and say poo again. Poo.
Poo.
Okay, now when you say, after saying it, I want you to keep your lips where they form like that circle. Poo, like that.
Poo?
Yeah, okay. So now with your lips like that, I know, it's silly, it's something new, but with your lips like that, you need to go ahead and blow air. And then while you're blowing the air, you need to disrupt the air, interrupt the air with your tongue saying two, okay, and say two 4 times. Like that. Right. Just make sure the air is constantly going. So just go. Okay. You kind of think of like as if you're spitting a little piece of rice out of your mouth, going.
Okay.
You can feel a little piece of rice there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. So go ahead and stick the head joint up to your lips again, and try that going. Perfect. That's the right idea. So now what we're going to do is take that same concept and put it to the whole flute, okay? So go ahead and keep this in your left hand, okay? And with your right hand, take out the body, and take it by this part right here, which is called the neck of the body, okay? And gently take that out. All right. So go ahead and turn it around. All right. You're going to go ahead and put this down. Go ahead and hold it to where you can take this out like that, and then this in your left hand. It doesn't really matter, I mean, which hands. It's easier for me to just do it like this. So you can take your right hand and you're going to gently twist this part on like that. Okay. There you go. And the reason why you want to hold it here is because grabbing the keys can damage them if you grab them and hold on to them too hard.
Is this right?
Yeah. So now I'm going to teach you how to align it, which it's already really close. You just take the flute. I'll just show you, then I'll let you do it. And you look down it, and you make sure this hole is lined up with these keys.
Okay.
So it's really already pretty good. That's how you check it. See? Looks pretty good. Okay, now to complete it, I'm going to keep holding it by this side. And you're going to take the foot of the flute, the foot joint. Okay, once again, ideally not touching the keys, and gently twist this on. This one's a little harder. Sometimes you might have to take the keys or the rod and you just have to be really careful. You don't want to just squeeze down on it. And just kind of twist it on. Good. Alright, so what we usually do with beginners is we just take these 2 rods and we just line them up at first. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is just to make sure it's lined up right. And then you take this rod and you align this rod with these keys right here. So you just twist it like that. Okay. Now look, take the flute. You can take the flute and look down it and make sure the holes align with the keys. And then these keys are aligned with that rod. Does it look pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Alright, so now I'm going to teach you the proper hand position, okay? So, I'll model for you and then I'll let you do it. So we'll start with the right hand, okay? So first, you have your pinky and you use these 3 fingers. You're not going to use the thumb on an actual key. That's going to be used for support. You take your pinky and you set it on this first key right here, okay? So that's the first one. And then it's pretty simple. You just use the next 3 keys and you just cover the next 3 keys with that, okay?
Okay.
The thumb automatically is going to go under these 2 fingers right here, okay, as support. And so you'll be making kind of like a C with your hand by doing that, okay? So go ahead and try that. So pinky first, there you go, and then the next following 3 keys. Good. And you do want to make sure they cover the holes on this flute. Yeah, that's okay, so it'll make kind of a, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, so now for the right hand, your thumb is going to be also support right around here. So
Tell me which fingers go where.
the index finger goes on this first key, and then you skip a key and your middle finger will go on the hold key. This finger on that one, and then your pinky is just going to gently rest on this. You're not going to want to press that down. Just kind of hover over it. Okay, you're not going to need to be using that key. Okay, now let me go ahead and show you so you can see the proper posture with it. Okay, so you have it about right. One thing I did forget to tell you, your thumb, this thumb actually is used on this key.
Okay.
So, the way we want to have our posture is you don't want to have it completely straight up, but you also don't want to be sagging down like this. So, just a slight, maybe 10 degrees, 15 degrees down like this is the proper posture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And as you can see, with this hand, it kind of forms a shape kind of like that. And that's correct. It'll make the least amount of tension.
Okay.
And a C like this,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So, the note I'm going to teach you, and you're going to play 4 times, is called a D. What we're going to be doing is, you're not going to need this pinky, and you're not going to need this index finger to be down. Alright, they're going to be up.
But do you use the thumb?
Yes, and you use the thumb, and you can use all the cover keys right here, these 2. Okay?
Okay.
So you go ahead and try that. See if I can remember. There you go.
Do you use this pinky?
No, you will not use that. It's just going to hover over that. Remember, turn that hand around to the other side. Make this. Go ahead and make a C with your right hand. Yeah, see, there you go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Alright. So yeah, the pinky's up. These 3 are all covered. Make sure you can cover all the holes. And now, sit up straight. Take a nice deep breath and do the same thing with the poo. Just go poo and hold it, hold it for a couple seconds. Okay. Good. Alright. So that's the high D. So you might actually want to try turning this a little more this way. Or you can kind of dip your head down a little bit. Sometimes that'll change the pitch. Ooh. Now I think you're trying to play too much into the hole. It's almost going to feel like you're playing over it a little bit. Okay, good. Go ahead and try taking this hole again and aligning it with your lips, like we were doing before, and then roll it down. And that should set you right up. There you go. Now remember, poo, and then just get it in. Good. All right. So now the key is to be able to go 2, 2, 2, 2, 4 times on that pitch. All right, that's really close. I'll try and model one more time so you can just kind of see how it sounds. I'm trying to give you an idea of having a constant air string. See how that's a lower note? We might actually, this hole might be a little aligned a little too far back. That might be making the problem. Let's try that again. There we go. Go ahead and try that now. And one thing you might want to check is making sure all the holes are completely covered. Because if they're not completely covered, like this right here, it's not completely covered, then the sound won't come out right. There you go. It's there you go. There you go, you did it. So we just had a couple little things to fix and it works pretty well that time. Take a nice deep breath.
That's higher.
That's okay. It's the same note though, it's just an octave higher. There you go. So good job. So the key is just to make sure on this flute, not all flutes are like this, it's to make sure the holes are covered and to make sure this is right in the right spot. It's nice and aligned. But otherwise, good job. And that's it.
Thanks.